Welcome to day 3 of 31 days of Q&As, and today's question comes from Danielle, who says, how can I find peace to sit down and scrapbook instead of doing housework that has to be done too? Thanks.
Well, Danielle, that is a very good question because we all have demands on our life. And whether we're a stay at home mom, a full time employee outside of the home, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, there's always more than we could possibly do in any given day. So I have two sets of recommendations for you. One is very practical. And that is that if you wait for a clear block of time to sit down and scrapbook, you may never find it. You may look for that perfect day when it's not too hot but not too cold outside, so you don't want to be outside, but it's not too hot to keep you from scrapbooking, and the moon is in the house of Capricorn, and your family's all gone, and you've got 3 hours, and your favorite TV shows are on the DVR. That rarely happens. So if you wait for the perfect time to scrapbook, you may never find time to scrapbook. So what I suggest doing is breaking your scrapbooking into chunks so you can fit it in amidst your busy day. So for instance, while you throw a load of laundry into the dryer, you could be thinking about the next page you want to create. And then you dash upstairs and go through your photos real quick, spend 5 minutes and pick photos for the layout. And then you go put away the dishes, and while you're putting away the dishes, you jot down some notes about what your journaling is going to say on that page. And then you dash upstairs to your scrapbook room and pick the pattern paper and cardstock. So you break it down into little chunks so you're not looking for that 3 hour block of time. You're looking for 5 or 10 minutes at a time. You can also use time that you're in the car waiting for the kids. I do a lot of that where I'm making lists of things I want to scrapbook, or listening to the kids in the back seat and writing down their conversations for journaling. I use time at the baseball field. You can even take things with you and organize on the go. If you're a digital scrapbooker, you can actually take your computer with you while you're at baseball, or sitting in the car outside the library waiting for the kids at tutoring, whatever it might be. Or on your lunch break at work, you can get a little bit of scrapbooking in as well. So that's my very practical tip. Do not wait for perfect time. Break your scrapbooking into chunks, and so you make use of those little bits of time that you can find between other activities. Now, my other suggestion is more of a global philosophical suggestion, and that is to make scrapbooking a priority. That's something that we found during our monthly layout a day challenges, our load challenges, is that when people commit to creating that layout a day, they make it happen. They find the time somehow. They rearrange some other things. And while I'm not suggesting that you set aside an hour every single day or 2 hours every single day to scrapbook, I think it is totally within the realm of possibility to say that you're going to take 1 or 2 hours over the course of a Friday evening or weekend for your favorite hobby. Lots of time, husbands and wives go out and golf, and that takes 3 or 4 hours. Or you go to a movie, and that's 2 hours. Not to mention the amount of money that costs to go to a movie or go golfing. So there's no reason that your hobby cannot be accorded that same level of respect as someone who might go running or belong to a gym. It's the same sort of thing. So block some time out on your schedule, even if it's just once a month to start, where you take 1 hour the first Friday of the month, and that is your scrapbooking time. I think you'll find by putting it in the calendar, you will also find that the world doesn't come to a screeching halt if you take 1 hour for yourself amidst everything else you need to do. Other people, like Kelly Crow, actually scrapbooks with her family. She has a little tray she takes down to the TV area, and while they're watching movies, she works on cutting out papers, piecings, and putting her scrapbook pages together, so you can fit it into family time that way as well. So I hope this has been helpful for you, Danielle. And don't forget, everybody, we're only on day number 3 of 31 days of Q&As. You can submit your question for me by either putting it below this video in the comments section, or you can send it to me at Twitter at Lain Ehmann, or you can email me at support@layoutaday.com. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye.